in Champions League. 5. That's the person
that the time was making of.
Listen, I'm calling from Otta.
Thank you.
Yeah, please, I'm very, very angry here. That guy that is defending Rodrigo. It's not better than that.
Thank you. See,
box. That is why I said.
Yesterday, but hang on,
telling you to be very aware. There's really or nothing you could do, and I'm saying perhaps maybe because the time he get to face Ronaldo was the period whereby Ronaldo was more often like more.
So is that fair? Is that fair as an assessment?
I'm not saying that is fair as an assessment.
You're trying to play the devil's advocate. Is that fair?
Because I felt maybe it was a disrespect on Ronaldo's part. I only just made reference on this as a fox in the box, but that does. But what I'm saying in essence is. Perhaps maybe Rodri could have put that he does not have the natural talent is a step too far. That's all I'm saying. And the only reason why I made reference to him not playing against Ronaldo at that period of time is the fact that the time he got to play Ronaldo was the period whereby Ronaldo was already limited as a centre forward and different from when Ronaldo had to come from the wing, try to shoot. We saw. Stop shouting! Stop making noise! You're stressing the microphone. How many years did he get to play at the top level for Villarreal before he moved to Atletico Madrid? You don't just argue based on that. You're saying said that is Villarreal.
So Villarreal is in Spanish La Liga.
You keep on shouting now. I'm not making excuses for Rodri. All I'm saying is Rodri has taken whatever Rodri said, he took it too far, and that's all I said. And I said perhaps maybe he got lost in the interpretation.
Still want to be on the other side. You can't.
Like I said it is disrespectful for. I said
Hang on, sorry to disturb you. Hello.
Good evening.
You're welcome.
This is calling me from Orile.
Okay.
Welcome, Uche.
This road is just talking tough.
My country,
first played against, telling you for a fact. That was what I was trying to say. That perhaps maybe because the time he gets to play Ronaldo is the time where Ronaldo was more centralized and more of a focal point. I'm not saying don't get me because Messi has.
You leave an out of this Ronaldo and converse. From 2013 to 2015. He got into Villarreal Team B. From 2015 to 2018, he got to Villarreal Team C. Atletico Madrid only one season. Manchester City 2019. And somebody said, okay, my friend Oluwagbenga sent me this message and he said, with the above information, Rodri is too small to discuss about CR7. Talk less of the comparison. He was playing as a youth player when Ronaldo.
The person that texted, that was the same thing. The person said that perhaps because the time he gets to play Ronaldo was more of when Ronaldo was.
But is that a fair assessment?
That's where the argument is. The argument when you talk about fair assessment, when you have someone like me, I would say that's not a fair assessment. You know why? Because I've seen Ronaldo from different shades. I've
had a career that had gone for 22 years. And so because you joined me when I was 18 years into my career, you're assessing me based on from 18 years and 22 years. That's 4 years. You're ignoring the 18 years effort that I put in. That's why I feel like whatever it is that Rodri was thinking, maybe in the next couple of days he will still come back and clearly clear some of the doubts. Maybe a lot of us didn't understand what he was saying.
That was why I said perhaps maybe whatever he wants to say was lost in interpretation.
Okay.
Perhaps if he could have been, maybe he was speaking in maybe he could have the conversation in a different way. Perhaps it could have sounded different. But like I said earlier on, it was not a good one.
Hello, Mr. Okbe.
You're welcome.
Good evening.
Baba, you're welcome.
Baba, I greet you.
You're welcome.
Talent or no talent? Ronaldo get talent. I didn't know get talent. Rodri, who is that? One ballot you don't do it mouth. From where to where? Somebody the go now. It doesn't make any sense. Even if the person that interview, so tell me to come out and apologize. What kind of nonsense is that? saying that someone is he's not stop that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, the way you have your right to think he does not have his own rights is the same way he has his right to express his thoughts.
Very true.
And I think we should move on from that. Whatever it is that Rodri said, I've heard a lot of things said worse things. Somebody already says Darlington is better than Christian. He's better than
Rodri has never been Rodri has never been shy away from controversy. We saw him, so we heard what he said against Arsenal when they won the league. He talked about how Arsenal does not have
the mindset,
the mentality.
Yes,
so he's not.
He said they had Man City for kill in second,
and they were timid.
So
you could see he's not shy. And maybe that's one of the reason why he does not have his social media. Maybe because he's too blunt for whatever liking that he is.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome.
I greet you. Where
are you calling from?
You
are welcome.
You guys are doing a very, very good job. Like, very, very good job. Please, don't take every word on Akintayo. He's just trying to open some brackets of what Rodri said. And I want people to understand one thing. When it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, anybody can use any word to qualify them. The two of them are world best, and they are all good. So anybody can use any word to differentiate, to qualify them. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
And then I want to say something. See, if not for Cristiano Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or when he was at Manchester United, I would have said, see, these two of them did not play in the top team like Barcelona and Real Madrid. They don't deserve anything like that. They will have been struggling to win it. If Rodri played in Real Madrid, I tell you, with the kind of level the guy plays, he will win it over and over again. Take it or leave it. If they can be nominating a Jude other Jude for how many seasons? Then why not Rodri? If you play at Real Madrid or Barcelona, why?
Thank you.
So that's the word.
Thank you very much. Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, I will just leave the Rodri conversation. Like I said, we are hoping that maybe tomorrow or so he would have to come out and clear it up. We'll come back and we'll talk about the CAF awards, a few other things. I will also give you update on games that have been played already in the Women's Champions League. Stick with us.
Hello, my name is Tᴏɪᴛᴛᴇʀ and I'm a broadcast journalist. Yes, my friend will tell me that I am a sport administrator by accident. Listen every day of the weekday to Sports Cruise on Mainland FM. God bless you.
When I'm done with you, you know I leave my bum. over, you know what I mean. Feel me like, baby, feel me like, feel me like, baby, feel me like, oh shit, my baby, feel me like, oh shit, my baby, feel me like, baby, feel me like, baby, feel me like, feel me like, baby, feel me like, oh shit, my baby, feel me like, I didn't know shit, my baby, feel me like, I got you, swagger, I come from the swagger, I'm the king of the swagger. Yeah, cause I'm Casanova, cause I'm a soldier, I'm a secret, that thing, you know it, and I know that Mr. Lover, yes, you can call me Mr. Lover, bling, Casanova, I am the bling, she says she wants a diamond ring, so I change it, cause I'm the G under her string, feel me like, baby, feel me like, baby, feel me like, oh shit, my baby, feel me like, oh shit, my baby, feel me like.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, the singer of that song, Cars, Fᴜᴜ, superstar Nigerian based in the UK, is now a pastor. Yes.
I didn't see that from me.
I mean, you should see it coming.
Wow.
Even Ghana, they did not see this coming. So
Wow.
I'm sure you see it coming. Now it goes around, trying to help churches or religious homes to build, to have physical buildings, trying to help people raise funds. That's what it does right now. But
Wow.
well, I guess that's Ronaldo telling Rodri to what? Fᴜᴜ. Let everybody just have a good time, do what they love to do. Let's talk about the CAF African Footballer of the Year award nominees across board. For the goalkeeper of the year, the player of the year, the interclub player of the year, the coach of the year, the young player of the year, the club of the year, the national team of the year. We'll talk about all of that. Okay, for national team of the year, there's Ivory Coast AFCON 2024 champions. There's DR Congo. There is the Super Eagles of Nigeria that lost the final to Ivory Coast. There's also South Africa, and there is Sudan. Well, for club of the year, there's Al Ahly of Egypt, Zamalek of Egypt, RS Berkane of Morocco. There is Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, and then there is Esperance Sportive de Tunisia. For the young player of the year, there's Karim Konate, Ivory Coast, Salzburg. There's Kwama Diakate, Ivory Coast, Reims. There's Yakumba Minte, Gambia and Brighton. There's AC Ben Segnor for Morocco and AS Monaco. There's also Lamine Camara, Senegal, AS Monaco. Fantastic player, Lamine Camara. I'm surprised if he wins that, by the way. For the coach of the year, there's Pedro Goncalves of Angola. There's MNC Fire of Ivory Coast. I guess that's a perfect scenario, story to be for him. For a manager that was just there, and then in between the tournament, where they were at the brink of exiting the tournament as host nation, they sacked their manager, brought in MNC Fire, and guess what? They went ahead to win the African Cup of Nations. There's also Sebastian Desabre from DR Congo. There's Marcel Kola from Al Ahly. There's Hugo Bruce from South Africa. Well, the Super Eagles of Nigeria were nominated for National Team of the Year, but our coach did not make it to the list. Well, for Interclub Player of the Year, these are players based in Africa rather. There is Yusufu Dayo from Burkina Faso and RS Berkane. There's Ahmed Said Zizo from Egypt and Zamalek. There's Hussein El Shathat from Egypt and Al Ahly. There's Mustafa Shobe from Egypt and Al Ahly. There's Ronnie Williams, South Africa's #1 goalkeeper, and Mamelodi Sundowns #1 choice goalkeeper. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to the next one. There's also Andre Onana. That's the goalkeeper of the year. Andre Onana of Cameroon and Manchester United. There's Yᴏᴜᴜ Fofana of Ivory Coast and Sporting Club Angers. There's Mustafi Soberiba from Egypt and Al Ahly. There's Sterling Wambale of Nigeria and Chippers United. There's also Ronwen Williams from South Africa and Mamelodi Sundowns. Well, for player of the year, there is Simon Adingra, Ivory Coast and Brighton. There is Sekou Gourassi, Guinea and Borussia Dortmund. There's Ashraf Hakimi, Morocco and PSG. There is Demola Lookman, Nigeria, Atalanta. There's also Ronwen Williams, South Africa and Mamelodi Sundowns. Well, Ron Williams got 3 different nominations in this one. You probably could feel like he should be good enough to go with one. But let's talk about the part that involves Nigeria the most, which is the African Footballer of the Year. Okay, Agbatoni, I've kept silence for too long. So let's get straight up into this one. Where do you think this one will go to? There's Simon Adingra that had a big AFCON for himself, and he came into the AFCON with the form for Brighton. He still continued with that same energy. There's also Sekou Guirassy. Last season was a breakthrough season for him in the German Bundesliga, and then he signed for Borussia Dortmund. There's Achraf Hakimi, by the way. He won the Champions League with Real Madrid.
With PSG.
Okay, with PSG rather. He won the league with PSG. And there's also Demola Lookman, Atalanta, Nigeria. There's Ronwen Williams. He'll probably be the first goalkeeper to win the CAF award if he eventually does that. Where do you think this is swinging to, Agbatomi?
To be honest, if on the 16th of December, Ademola Lookman does not go with the award, then I'll just say it inconclusively that it was dropped, to be honest, because you take a look at the top 5 contenders for the African Player of the Year, and to be honest, Ademola Lookman had the best season when it comes to performances for both club and country. He took Atlanta to the UEFA Europa League final, scoring 3 goals. The first player to do that, the first player as well as the first African to do that, as well as also, helping Nigeria to also reach the final of the AFCON as well back in February. So I really believe that it's going to be an easy win rather for Ademola Lookman. You also take a look at other players as well, the likes of Simon Adingra as well, who had a good season with Brighton as well. He also gave the winning assist for Ivory Coast for the second goal as well. So I think he also has a good shot. Sekou Guirassy as well played for Stuttgart last season, powered them to the second place finish in Bundesliga at the end of last season before moving over to Borussia Dortmund. But he didn't have a good tournament at AFCON. Yeah. He plays for Guinea as well as Achraf Hakimi as well for PSG, won the league. But apart from that, I think as well, I think Morocco has also reached the quarterfinal or the semi-final as well of the AFCON as well. So he had a good season, as well as Ronwen Williams, of course. Mamelodi Sundowns, a very good goalkeeper as well. Took South Africa to the semi-final of the AFCON as well. So, but to be honest, Ademola Lookman should have an easy win for this one.
Do you think Demola Lookman not winning the AFCON, about winning the Europa League and having the night of his life with a hat-trick in the final, the first player to get a hat-trick in the Europa League finals, as against maybe Simon Adingra that won the AFCON with Ivory Coast? But of course, we don't know. They couldn't even come out of the Europa League group stages. Where do you think this pendulum will swing to, based on the fact that if you're saying AFCON, Demola Lookman only just a step from crossing the final hurdle, but whatever it was, he didn't win at AFCON. He was able to bring that up, at the Europa League. But it was an AFCON year, and when you have players that won the AFCON on the nomination, it could be a bit dicey.
Yeah, we've seen players win the AFCON and don't end up winning the trophy. We saw our own John Mikel Obi winning the AFCON in 2013, and we had Yaya Toure winning the African Footballer of the Year. So I don't really think that AFCON really matters. I think it just depends on who gets to vote. And when you're talking about currently the highest top African in the world, and that's Ademola Lookman. You could look at the goalkeeper from Mamelodi Sundowns. He had a brilliant season. They won the South African League, got to the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League. Helped South Africa get to the semi-final, to the quarter-final, I think saving 2 or 3 penalty kicks in same night. So earning him a Ballon d'Or, first for a goalkeeper in the continent of Africa. Earning him that nomination. I think him being part of the nominees, it's not really bad. And when you look at Achraf Hakimi, they were knocked out knocked out by South Africa in the second round of the African Nations Cup. He won the league with PSG. He has not really been spectacular. Whereby you can't maybe he deserves it. When you move forward and you look at Simon Adingra, he was not really active for most of the game during the AFCON. The only time where he got to shine was against Olaino, and he decisively dealt with Olaino in that game, and we saw the consequences. He went back to his club. It was more of a shadow of himself. He has not really hit the form as you would expect. And this season we've seen
he's not even started against for Brighton.
That's what I'm saying. And even this season we've had Minte from the Gambia, getting ahead of him in the pecking order. So he has not really had that sterling season as you might call it. And when you look at the Guinean that went to Borussia
Guirassy.
Yeah, he had a brilliant season with Stuttgart, but they had nothing to show for it. And when you look at having double-digit goals, getting to the finals, being instrumental for his team, getting to the finals of the African Nations Cup, as well getting to the final and defeating the only club that remained unbeaten across Europe for over 40-something games, defeating them and scoring a brilliant hat-trick at the final. Okpeyemi, there's no better way to announce yourself to the world than in the final of Europa League, regardless of it being a B tournament to the Champions League. But everyone wanted to watch what could happen. Would Bayern Leverkusen lose their streak or not?
And they did.
And they did in a spectacular fashion. Not like he was doing some tappings like some famous people that
those were good goals.
He scored brilliant
goals,
good counter attacks, three brilliant goals, and you cannot take anything away from him. And if it should be a disastrous outing, not just for Ademola Lookman, but for Africans, if Ademola Lookman do not get to win the African Footballer of the Year, and it should just give Nigerians the time to talk about, like maybe the CAF, maybe they are pampering some of they are condoning some whatever nonsense and politics that is happening in the world of football.
Okay, that's our take on that. So let's see how it goes. 16th of December is here already, and then would finally know how far that would go. By the way, Ademola Lookman finished highest of any African, for the Ballon. They finished 14th. So I don't know. Maybe you have to choose a player that finished 31st or
finished ninth. He won it. Ademola Lookman finished in that.
It's almost a done deal. But you never can tell. Like I said, there would always
also been instrumental as well, even in the qualifiers. So I don't really, and he
had not dropped form. 8 goals, 3 assists already. So for Atalanta this season,
he's on fire as well this season. So you can. It's not maybe
he's even bidding already for the next one.
You can't say that he is a one-hit wonder. He has been consistent. He is in his prime. 27, won the Junior World Cup for England at the age of 20. Made his dream move to Everton after starting at the funny enough,
I think he played at Charlton.
Yes, he started off at Charlton. Guess what? They were just playing in the neighborhood, and one of the Charlton guys saw him. I was like, bro, Omo, it's a bit play. Would you like to join us? And that was how he made his move to Charlton. And at the age of 16, he had already made his debut. Got early in as much as he had not had the illustrious career that he would have wanted from in England, going to Germany. He didn't get what he wanted. Moved to Leicester City, had a brilliant season, but Leicester did not have the funds to keep him. And the director that brought him to Leicester City was also when the man moved to Atalanta. The man was the one who actually said that, what, I have a gem that you guys need to sign, and he brought in Ademola Lookman from England, and we saw how he has gone, how his career has gone upward in the Italian Serie A. He's also nominated for I think the African best player in Serie A.
Serie A striker, Serie A forward of the season.
So you can tell that he's just having the year of his life, and congratulations to his dad and his mom for being there for him.
Now, guys, let's talk about Libya. And then all of the complaints by General and then the captain of the Cheetahs of Benin. Is this a question on the disciplinary culture of CAF? A lot of people are saying, hey, if Libya had been severely dealt with, maybe thrown out of the qualifiers or point deducted from them, these would not have repeated itself. Agbatomi.
Okpeyemi, I just feel it's high time Libya where I really want to make use of bad words, to be honest. But I'm trying to find the best words to use. But Okpeyemi, see, we shouldn't be seeing games being played in Libya at this point in time, to be honest, because I think that should be the next thing from CAF, to be honest, because immediately after the game against Benin Republic, when the game was concluded, he needed to see how fans were throwing objects at the pitch onto the players. It was a very, very, very sorry sight to behold. And General Tro also gave an interview, as well as the captain as well. See, we just
he said they were not respected by the national team, the players, the officials.
Imagine if the Super Eagles of Nigeria had gone ahead to play that game against Libya, even after they were being held on stage at the airports. What would have happened? Imagine what would have happened if they had even won that game. See, This series does not make sense. CAF needs to ban Libya from playing their home games in their home country.
Guys, we're pressed for time.
Yeah, you know,
the
manager General talked about how they were beaten with baiting as if they were criminals, and we saw, and I tagged you to the video of how they were shelling them with bottles and whatever thing they were shelling at them. This cannot go on. It's not about point deduction. We're not saying Libya should.
No reason. Rodri wants more of the sentences Ronaldo. All the callers are just getting emotional in its personal opinion. Let's leave it like that. Not all that is not good is that argument. They're already deviating from the main discussion. That's about the size of the package on the show today. We'll return tomorrow. Big shout out to Akinta and Agbatomi for coming through as always. My name is 𝐴Ɦ I can keep your dialogue only on Milan 98.3 FM and enjoy your Thursday evening.
You're on the skin, so keep on pushing.
Get ready for the ultimate Christmas